big poppin'. Money in the bank coming, dropping a deposit. Having it my way, so I got these bitches watching. Steady getting to it, couldn't fit it in my pocket. Flexing everything, baby, tell me big poppin'. Money in the bank coming, dropping a deposit. Having it my way, so I got these bitches watching. Steady getting to it, couldn't fit it in my pocket. Flexing everything, baby, tell me what to tap it.
I forgot to put myself on the screen. What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to the bar. It's your favorite goss and Dr. to that girl, Henny. And today we are going to be pouring up on Blueface catching a new lawsuit and another lien. Dun, dun, dun. I know. How is this even possible, you guys? Well, we're going to get into it because some of y'all have been reaching out to me in my inbox. I gotta see how I sound. I gotta make sure I'm not too loud. I gotta get used to these this headphone thing. Like, I don't know. I just thought I could take them off, but I can't hear myself. All right, so my mic sounds nice. Check one. Okay, never mind. We're not here for that. Anyway, so boom. A lot of y'all have been in my DMs over there on Instagram, running me up, asking me what's going on with Blueface's Lien. Henny, he's out here. He's flashing all of this money. He's paying his new girlfriend an allowance. And, you know, what is going on? How is this even possible? Henny, tell us what the Henny is on that. So, as y'all all know, Blueface already has lawsuits that are going on right now as we speak. Lawsuits that are accruing interest at a daily rate. And yes, I did do the painstaking task of doing the addition, the mathematics to how much he's actually owing. So let me go ahead and let me get this screen, how we like our screen. Let me go ahead and let me get this watermark. How I like my watermark. Nope, that ain't it. Okay, that's good. And let's get this up here for y'all so that y'all can see and we can rock and roll this out. The first piece of documentation that I am going to show y'all is going to be the writ of execution that came from the Euphoric Gentleman's Nightclub, which is the shooting incident that took place in Vegas, for those of you who do not know. And this right here was filed way back when. Okay, let's get to the date. The date on here is hold on, you guys. 2024. Okay, so in July of 2024, a writ of execution was sent over from Las Vegas on behalf of the Euphoric Gentleman's Nightclub for Blueface. Now, they won their lawsuit by a default judgment in the amount of $14,386,164.23. But by the time this case got over here to California in July, it had already begun accruing interest. And so the total at that time was $15,005,162.60. It's accruing interest every day at the amount of $3,941.46. Okay, this is the biggest total. This is the one that everybody is watching and the one that everybody has questions about because Blueface is still living in that house. Blueface has attempted to put this house on the market. So people are like, how is this even possible for him to do this? And they're also wondering when he's going to be put out of this house now. I don't know when that's going to happen, if that's going to happen, how it's going to happen. But that's where we were back then. To date, Blueface owes a total amount as of today on this case of $17,835,130.09. That's as of today being June 2nd, 2026. Okay. Now, the time since I calculated this from June 14th of 2024, because that's when he originally won the case. And I calculated all the way to today. And that comes to a total of 718 days delinquent for this particular case. 718 days delinquent is crazy work. All right. So again, this case right here, for this lawsuit right here, Blueface owes $17,835,130.09. Then we get over here to Jacqueline Martinez. Now, Jacqueline Martinez is Soulja Boy's baby mama. Jackie, she won her case against him because she sued him for defamation of character. She won her suit. She was not awarded her pain and suffering. So this is not $1 million lawsuit, but it could quickly turn into one with the way this interest is collecting. Now, Jackie did something smart. She didn't go after the house and put a lien on it because there's already a lien there. Instead, if you remember, Jackie went after Blueface's streaming royalties. So that means that anything that goes through ASCAP and BMI, she can now collect monies off of that. Each time you stream, she's making money. Okay. And she's going to collect that money until the total amount of her debt is settled and satisfied. So when she was awarded his royalties, the amount of her debt was a total of 100 and when she first won the judgment, let's go back because she won by default judgment, which basically means that nobody showed up for court, not a Blueface, not a whack, and not a lawyer either. And that was back on February 9th of 2018 that she was awarded this. Okay. It has accrued interest at that time, and her balance on that day, which is October 16th, 2025, was $129,148.85. So since then, there has been a total of 229 days that have passed between October 8th of 2025 to today. So the total amount of debt that is now owed on this particular case is $136. Oh, let me back up. Her interest rate per day is only $33.77. But that $33.77 starts to add up because her case is now sitting at $136,882.18. And baby, we not even done. We're not done. We're not done. Okay. The next person is Kentabious Traylor. Now, Mr. Traylor, he won his case also by default judgment because, again, no one showed up to court for Blueface. No one, no lawyers, no whack, no one. So he won his lawsuit, Kentabious Traylor, who's the guy who was shot in the hand during the nightclub shooting, who's the person that Blueface actually was into it with. He won against Blueface, and the total amount of his lawsuit was $1,174,730.01. Now, his interest is collecting every day. His interest rate is $288.83. His case has been running unpaid for a total of 383 days. Yeah, 383 days. So now this case, this lawsuit, has a total of $1,285,351.09. Altogether, Blueface has not hit $20 million yet. He's sitting at $19,257,364.02. That's the total amount of what he owes on these cases. And I'm stressing these cases. So he's pressing up on 19 million. He's pressing up on it, but he's not there yet. I mean, on 20 million. He's not there yet. He's at $19,257,364.02. Okay. That's where he is, you guys. The lien is still active. All cases are still active. There has been no change to any of these cases whatsoever. Blueface still owes that loan, that lien, and all of the other monies that he's owed on all of these cases. So you guys can breathe, relax, because yesterday and the day before, there was quite a few of y'all that were like, Henny, what's up with the lien? Did he pay the lien? No, he ain't paid no lien. And I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna walk through this. We're gonna walk our way through this. So just follow me, okay? Make a note of this comment for later, Henny, because I know you will want to see if Carlissa will go live about Nevaeh's son. Can we not talk about that on here? I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about that. Honestly, stay on topic, please. We're talking about Blueface's debts. I don't want to talk about that. Okay, so boom. Now, I know, all of you are wondering. I know y'all are sitting here and you're like, Henny, okay, now that we got that out the way, tell us what's up with the new lawsuit and the new lien. I'm going to take you to the lawsuit first. I'm going to hold off on the lien. But there was a gentleman that I brought to you guys a while ago. And this gentleman went by the name of Javis Herd. Now, Javis was also a part of the euphoric gentleman's nightclub incident, but he was not pumed in the hand or anything. Fuck that. I'm a grown ass woman, and YouTube, stop being so damn sensitive. We're grown. We talk about court cases over here, whatever. Now, back in 2023, Javis Herd, let me show y'all this document. Javis Herd had filed his case, okay, for negligence and premises liability. The original case had Kentabious Traylor, Blueface, and Euphoric Gentleman's Nightclub on there. Now, the reason that Javis was suing Blueface, and those of y'all who remember, if you remember this case, drop a Henny glass in the chat, because this is not the first time I've talked about him. But what had happened was somewhere between 2023 and the present date, sometime last year, I believe, his case, there was no movement. Nothing was happening. It was just stagnant. And so we was wondering, did he drop it? Did he get paid off? No, that's not what happened. Javis still had his case, you guys. And guess what? He put in his request for a default judgment this year. Yep. On May 4th of 2026, Javis Herd has reinstated his case, and he's asking for a default judgment and a hearing, okay? Now, we're going to read a little of these court docs so that we could all find out what is going on, okay? So let's get to the history of the case. All right. So it says this action was brought by the plaintiff Javis Herd against the defendants Kentabious Traylor, Jonathan Jamal Porter, aka Jonathan Porter, aka Blueface, SG Enterprises LLC, doing business as Euphoric Gentleman's Nightclub, Eugene Rotondo and Shannon Sanders as managing members of SG Enterprises LLC, which again is the Euphoric Nightclub, for negligence and premises liability, nuisance, again, negligence, infliction of emotional distress, negligent infliction of emotional distress, intentional infliction of emotional distress, assault, battery, negligence per se, and negligent hearing, retention, and supervision. Defendants SG Enterprises LLC, Euphoric Gentleman's Nightclub, Eugene Rotondo, and Shannon Sanders were dismissed from this action on May 22nd, 2025. The remaining causes of action for this application are negligence per se, battery, assault, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and negligent infliction of emotional distress as alleged against the defendants Traylor and Porter. Plaintiff's complaint was filed on October 24th of 2023. Defendant Traylor was served on December 9th, 2023, and defendant Porter was served on December 14th of 2023. Defendants failed to answer or otherwise respond within 21 days, and therefore default was entered against each of them, each of the defendants, on December 17th of 2024. So pause. Before Blueface turned himself in, 2023. Yeah, before Blueface turned himself in, he was served by Javis Herd for this case. And then he turned himself in to Click City in January. So he already knew about this case. So this goes to show you the case was known about, but nothing was done about this case. Okay, that's what the paperwork says. Don't let them fool you and come and tell you something different, because you know how old Three Finger Duty Shooter does. Whack likes to get up here and lie and spin stories and make it seem like they didn't know nothing. Y'all heard it right here on this paperwork. Blueface was served back in 2023 and is very much aware of this case. So now it goes on to say that on or about October 8th of 2022, plaintiff Javis Herd was a patron of Euphoric Gentleman's Nightclub, and there's the location. Defendant Porter was also at the Gentleman's Club with his entourage and at some point during the evening, defendant Traylor was also at the Gentleman's Club. Over the course of the evening, an unidentified patron entered Euphoric and encountered defendant Porter and his group, ultimately resulting in an altercation. Defendant Traylor was also involved in this altercation. Following the altercation, defendant Porter, Blueface, exited the club with his group and the other parties involved. Defendant Porter's group, I'm just going to say Blueface. Blueface's group was then standing outside Euphoric when a vehicle driven by defendant Traylor stopped in front of Blueface. Blueface and Traylor continued their altercation in front of Euphoric, where Blueface removed a firearm from his person and fired several shots, injuring a bystander. In his efforts to get away, defendant Traylor drove his vehicle and collided into plaintiff's vehicle, which was a 2019 Mercedes-Benz S-Class S560. Plaintiff's vehicle was in the shop for several months before it was declared a total loss. Blueface pled guilty to discharging firearm at or into occupied structure, vehicle, aircraft, or watercraft, which is true because that's what he pled guilty to in his Vegas case. Yeah. And battery, which was a misdemeanor. So now he's asking for a default judgment. As he said, time has passed. And I'm going to assume that the reason that this gentleman is even looking for any type of payment from Blueface and Kentabious Traylor, more than likely mostly Blueface, is because he's been all over the internet just flashing his money. Like you out here, and I just feel like it's the audacity of it all for me. You know you owe people money, and you just out here just flashing them Benjamins and them ones, as if you don't owe anybody anything. How do I sound, you guys? Do I sound good? Do I sound clear? Is it echoing? Let me know how it sounds. Hey, brother, let me know how I sound, please, because I feel like I need to adjust my sound, but I don't know how. All right. So it says intentional infliction of emotional distress. In Nevada, a plaintiff asserting a claim for intentional infliction of emotional distress must. Hold on. You sound great. You sound clear. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Emotional distress must prove the following three elements: extreme and outrageous conduct by the defendant, intent or reckless disregard for causing emotional distress, and severe emotional distress actually resulting from the conduct. So, okay, this is just telling us what must be proven. All right. So this is what he's looking for. Okay. He has already said that he's looking for the default judgment. Okay. He wants the intentional infliction of emotional distress. He wants negligent infliction of emotional distress. He wants assault against Kentabious Traylor. Okay, that he's looking for the assault against Kentabious Traylor. This tells you who he's looking at it from. Okay, so the emotional distress, both of them are against both Kentabious Traylor and Blueface. Assault is against Kentabious, which could be because he ran his car into his car. Battery against Kentabious Traylor. The negligence per se, I guess, is against both of them. It doesn't really say. Punitive damages, he's also looking for. But this is what we're looking at right here. So property/vehicle lost was $47,819.86. He lost a total of $113,834. $13,834.50 in wages. The cost of his lawsuit was $1,216.10. Prejudgment interest is at a total of $38,871.38. Punitive damages, $605,225.52 for a grand total of $806,967.36. I'm going to say that again. $806,967.38. That is what he is looking for. He's looking to add that to this $19,259,814.07. Plaintiff seeks a default judgment as to liability on all surviving claims, followed by a properly noticed prove-up hearing limited to special damages supported by documentary evidence. So he's got documentation to back it up. Plaintiff's request relief is narrowly tailored to the pleading and the evidence available, ensuring compliance with Nevada codes and all relevant statutes. He's not playing, all right? And it looks like, okay, so here's the affidavit of service, all right? 3-day notice of intent to take default judgment, default against Kentabious Traylor. Here's his evidence that shows I've already informed Kentabious Traylor. Default against Kentabious Traylor again. And it shows that it was filed. This is an affidavit again. Let's see. 3-day notice of intent to take default. And when was this filed? This was filed back in 2024. So he gave them 3-day notices of his intent to file. And I can't really stop to show y'all where this went to because I'm not trying to get caught up in anything. But yeah, there goes his insurance claim where he's showing you there's his proof. Like this man has all of his stuff all the way down to the T, y'all. To the T, or should I say to the cents. All right. Here is the total of his repairs. All right. This is crazy work. Net cost. That's another repair bill. So it looks like he's gotten 2 quotes. Alternate parts. Okay, so they were trying to fix the vehicle. And then it looks like they probably went on and just added it as a total loss. Yeah, there's 3. Okay, this is all repairs on the car. Oh, this is 164 pages long, y'all. We are not going through all of this evidence. That's a lot. We could do that on a Twitch, but we could do that on Twitch Live. It looks like there is a hearing that is set to take place on June 9th at 9:45 a.m. For this. So we're going to find out, I guess, very soon because today is June 2nd. What's going to happen with this? So y'all know I'm going to have to let y'all know. Did he lose? Did anybody show up? Is Javis Herd going to get his $8,000? Was it 8,000? Hold on. Don't let me misspeak. Hold on. Let me scroll all the way back up and get y'all the proper total amount because wait, this man is going to be in debt in the afterlife. Oh, I'm sorry. $800,000. It's $806,967.36 that Javis Herd is looking to obtain. Now, June 9th, That's right around the corner. That's just a couple of days from now. Now, I know you guys are also wondering about this lien. So that is the new lawsuit. And it just looks like to me that this euphoric gentleman's nightclub is the gift that just keeps on giving, because not only has the nightclub screen sharing was canceled. Yes, it was. Not only was the euphoric gentleman's nightclub, not only have they sued him, the shooting victim has sued him. Now, the shooting victim has sued him as well. And now you have a gentleman. Hold on, because I'm scrolling. I'm trying to get y'all a picture. Hold on. I'm coming. Hold on. Hold down, darling. Oh, okay. Is that his business? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Don't worry. I'm about to show y'all right now. This looks really familiar. I think him and his baby mama have a thing for cars. Boom, boom, psh. That is what his, yeah. That's what Jarvis's car looked like, y'all. Everybody say it with me at the same time. Damn. Mm, 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 mm. Gots to be more careful. I, 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 did you drive the car to out the park? What happened? Listen, when somebody hit up Javis Herd and tell him that I need to have a conversation with him. I got questions. Oh no, it doesn't look like that vehicle went anywhere, because if you look in the background, you see Euphoric Gentleman's Nightclub. So he didn't even move his car from that spot. It had to be towed away. And I mean, Jarvis, I'm sorry this happened to you. Kentabious must have been flooring it to try to get up out of there, because Blueface was shaking my goddamn head. Yeah, that's a total loss. You will never. I mean, how? At least he tried. He tried to fix it. I mean, how do you fix that? Now, if y'all don't know, Blueface's baby mama did something similar to somebody's car. I'm just saying, it's a good time to talk about it really quickly. Just to bring it up to refresh those who know. If you know, you know. If you don't, then go look it up. Go look on my other channel. It's there. But she rumpled up a car too. So this is some wow. I'd be suing the shit out of you too if you messed up my damn Mercedes like that. Mercedes are beautiful vehicles. They really are. They're very beautiful. Listen. I don't blame you. I don't. I don't blame you. Mm, mm, mm. Well, as y'all know, we also have another lien that he has. I just want to say shout out to Henny Legal. They be doing their thing. When I be doing my thing, they be thinging. They be thinking. Okay. They be thinking. All right. They the best. So now what are we looking at, Henny? Well, this, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, happens to be an involuntary lien that was put on Blueface's house by the Homeowners Association. Dun, dun, dun. Yes. This fool has a lien from the Homeowners Association because he did not pay his HOA fees. It's right there. It's right there. Y'all see it. I know you see it. Uh-huh. He's delinquent in his HOA fees for $2,450.51. Yet, sir, you are out here giving Nevaeh how much money in allowance? Yet you owe your homeowners association just a measly $2,000. That's it. It's just a measly $2,000. And what? You want us to believe? You mean to tell me that you got another lien on your home before people be like, that's a lie. That's just a screenshot. We don't know. Okay. See right here, January 23rd, 2026 at 8 a.m. They paid their fees for this to be drawn up. Okay. All right. Oh, the summary of delinquent assets, charges, and fees through January 14th, 2026. Assessment $1,491. Late fee $137.82. There is no interest on here. There is collection administration fees, which are $60. A pre-lien notice, which was $200. The lien, which was $550. Foreclosure administration, no, there's none there. SCV senior contribution for $11.69, which brings it to a total of $2,450.51. Plus subsequent delinquent assessment, late charges, reasonable attorney fees, and interest at the maximum rate allowed by law. Should the association named herein act to have the lien created by this notice enforced by non-judicial foreclosure and sale as provided by Civil Code Section 5675, the trustee authorized to enforce the lien shall be SBS Lien Services, okay? The recorded owner of the property is Jonathan Jamal Porter, a single man. Okay? He ain't paying. Oh, God, okay. Somebody come look at this. Now, either one of two things is going on here. Okay. Let's talk about it. Either one of two things are going on here, or maybe two things can always be true. More than one thing can be true at once. Either Blueface is using prop money, which people have accused him of doing. Either he's using prop money, or he's funneling his money the way that the game was. Now, if you remember, when the game was in trouble with Priscilla Rainey, Wack had the game sending his money through these shell LLCs. That's how Wack was sending the royalties. It would go from Fifth Amendment to JTT Holdings. And then the game was paying his bills out of JTT Holding. And Priscilla Rainey's attorneys found that out, and the judge 86 that and said there'll be no more shuffling of money this way, that way. Wack had him put the home in his name, or they put the home as a gift in his name. The home was then put into Kim's name because Kim was still the wife at that time. At that point, it became a marital gift, and then Kim gave it back to Wack, and Wack even took out, he refinanced the home. Now, people are saying that it was without the game's knowledge, but I don't have any documentation or anything to back that up. He may have said it in an interview. I'm not sure, but we could go down that rabbit hole for a little bit if y'all want to. And I mean, I know some people have talked about it or whatever. We can talk about it over here. I mean, shit, I kept a record of every fucking thing that was going on. If you go and look, just saying. At the end of the day, this looks like more of the same that is going on. And if you're wondering, Henny, why would you think that that's going on? Well, let me direct your attention to something. And I'm going to have to also go and pull up a clip from one of my videos Hold on. I'm pulling these things up. Let me see if I can pull up my other YouTube channel really quickly so that I can get this video up here for y'all. Where is it? Right here. Blueface was caught on camera. Where is it? It shouldn't be that far back because right here. Okay. Okay. Right here. I love it when a plan comes together. All right. So, boom, let's go over here. Blueface has an LLC. And I know you're probably like, Kenny, that doesn't mean anything that he has an LLC. Most people have an LLC. Should I have multiple LLCs? But what makes me say that he's funneling his money through this LLC is this video clip right here from when he was out on a date with his very first girlfriend, Angela, Angela, who was there prior to Jaden, who's still around right now. Angela, the one who brought him his get out of jail, come home from Click Click City clothes. Yeah, her. They were on a date, and just take a look, a watch at this.
For being a real ass bitch while I was in prison.
Blueface LLC sent you money.
Yeah, baby.
Now he said 5K, but only was able to send 4,500 because he had reached his max for the day. Bank account, Blueface LLC. But wait, there's more. Because there's also, and I'm not saying this is alleged, I don't know if this is true or not, okay? We're just hypothesizing right now. We're hypothesizing. Say it with me in the chat. Hypothesizing. Even if you spell it wrong, it don't matter because we'll know. We'll know. Listen, in the words of Rich Trapper, words are hard, okay? Words are hard. So you can say it however it's said. You can sound it out. We'll know what you're talking about. Hypothesizing. That's what we're doing. Or just put a thinking emoji or a brain in the chat and we'll know what you're talking about. Now, he keeps saying that he's giving all of this money to his girlfriend, Nevaeh, right? His baby mama, excuse me, because he said he's single. So his baby mama, number 3, which is the Nevaeh girl, the one who does the voodoo and the witchcraft stuff. Yep, I'm about to do a video soon on that. Yes, and I'm going to tell y'all what I know. Anyway, let's continue on topic. So he's been giving money to Nevaeh. But back in 2022, Nevaeh also had a LLC. Her LLC was supposed to be Shine Cars LLC, which was supposed to be a rental car service, right? It is unknown if she is still operating with this, but what is known is that his Twitch is in Nevaeh's name. So whatever money he's getting from Twitch goes to Nevaeh in an account. So he's definitely using Nevaeh to put his money in her name. Now, there is also an LLC. And again, this is just, I'm not saying this is what's happening, but it just, falls in line with things. There is also an LLC for his daughter, Pinkface. And his mother, and his baby mother, Jaden, are all named on this LLC. So it is unknown if there is money being funneled into this LLC or not, or if this is an upstanding business. And I do want to point that out because I do not like to say that children were being used for something, but we don't know what's going on. But what I can tell you is there's definitely money. There's definitely money that proves this video clip right here. It proves that he's sending money from there, and he has a daily spending limit on that account as well, because in this clip, like I said, he was supposed to be sending Angela $5,000, but he had reached his maximum spending limit for the day and was only able to send her $4,500. But that's also not the first time that we've seen Blueface's cards decline. There has been times that he's going to pay for dinner and his cards have declined as well. So definitely something is up and going on with Blueface and all of this money situation and him hiding it. But what do you guys think? Like, do y'all think that he's definitely going to, Javis Herd is going to win his lawsuit? Because it seems to me like he might win that one. He might just win that one, you guys, because that vehicle is your car got smashed the fuck up, sir. Well, let me get over here and let me thank you very much. I'm talking. I appreciate the super chat. She said I'm a newbie. Love your content. Thank you so much. Welcome to the bar. You're gonna love it here. I promise. Wilson Vibe, happy 26th month anniversary. She said it's time for the courts to see how he is funneling his money and put a stop to it once and for all. Thank you for being a member. Shout out to my brother. That's what I said for becoming a YouTube member. Hey, brother. And also thank you for the super chat. He said, Henny Gang, support my sissy. I appreciate you. Shout out to my brother. That's what I said. And my sissy. Connie, I see y'all. Okay, so let's see what you say. Remember when he asked for the password that came to the homeless baby mom's phone? Okay. Wait. Hold on, I can't even giggle yet. Who you talking about? Tamika. Who you talking about? I can't giggle. I don't know who you talking about. I got to be careful because then y'all be like, see, Henny was laughing. And no. I don't know what she's talking about, so I take my laughter back. If I was Blueface, I would put everything in my mama name and move out his mama. You don't follow the circus, do you, Butterfly? You don't follow the circus. I would never put anything in Carzilla's name. Hell to the no, to the no, no, hell to the no. Okay, so Tavion says, even if she's the scapegoat, he's giving her something. Why would Nevaeh do it for free if they're not in a relationship? They're not. He said that he's single. If a man is telling you that he's single, y'all are not in a relationship. You are in a situationship. Period. Don't believe me? Watch. Y'all got to remember, when I'm not over here, I'm over there. Okay. I'm getting ready to be over here a little bit more, though. But Blue is using Dusty Feet. I'm not about to read these comments if y'all going to be acting like this. Okay. Big Leo to the water table expeditiously, ma'am. Somebody gave me a little advice to protect his assets. Not that he has many, are protected in the LLC versus the S Corp. Well, here's the thing. If he has it in a trust, then that's something different. But I really don't want to get into all of that because I'm not trying to give anybody any ideas. But there is a way to funnel your money through your LLC where it is completely separated from you as the person and it becomes a standalone entity. So I don't know if somebody might have leveled their game up and learned how to do that, and that's what's going on here, or if it's more of the same that happened with the game, because we saw that did not work so well for him. Big Leo, I'm kind of scared to read your comments today, girl. Blue is not bringing in the kind of money y'all think, and he damn sure not giving just Dusty Feet, and it's all for the optics and gullible people. Well, I'm not gonna say. The only thing that I'm not going to agree with is that everybody keeps saying that Blueface is a brokey. I'm not going to act like the man's not getting money. He's getting money. He's just not putting it where it can be snatched away. You understand? Now, I don't know about all the money that he's receiving. I don't know who's paying him. Did y'all see all of the stacks of money that he had? I don't believe, is he still a hot commodity like that? I don't know. Let's see. Where is Carlissa at? Because her son is stupid. I don't know. Monique said he's a squatter. Y'all are cutting. I need to get my soundboard out here, okay? But that's why I think, him giving the home that seat. No, I can't read that because have you clarified who's the homeless baby mama? Okay, Nevaeh, so I can laugh. I gotta be careful because y'all know. Okay, Krishan, because why are we talking about Krishan? Why are we bringing Krishan into this? She has nothing to do with this at all. She's nowhere in this equation. So let's not make her the topic of conversation because she's not involved in this. She's over there. She's following the Lord and she's boxing bitches down. Okay. She's not worried about none of this that's going on over here. So let's keep the circus. All right. All right. Yes, there we go. See, hypothesizing. That's what we was doing. That's exactly what we was doing. Carlissa said he isn't dealing with Angela because she's going through it due to the death of her mother. I saw that. I don't know. I don't think Angela wants to deal with him too much. Shelly says he's not giving her that money. He's taking it back when he turns off the camera or his. Now, let me say this to y'all. There is something that I want to point out, which is why I said I think he's giving it to Nevaeh to funnel through the LLC, because Blueface's LLC is for apartment rentals. Let me point that out to y'all too. Hold on one second. Let me point that out. Let me pull that back up and let me point that out to y'all that it's for apartment rentals, you guys. Hold on. Because I didn't even get into that. I was so busy exposing. So let's, right here. Real estate rental business. So when he gives Nevaeh the money that he gives her, he tells her it's for rent. And that's why it's for rent. That's what I forgot to say. So I wonder what he told, what the thing was in the bar when he gave the money to Angela from out of that company. So yeah. And being that it's a real estate rental business, it's not going to be questionable, the deposit amounts of money. You understand? Let me scroll down to the bottom and see what y'all talking about. Yep, he's taking that money right back. I don't believe it's real money. See, this is what I'm saying. This is why it's up for debate. Is it prop money? Matter of fact, let me pull this video from someone on Instagram. Let me pull this video from someone on Instagram who actually did a video about prop money. And it was really cute. It was really cute. Okay, so shout out to Always Be 217B. And let's watch this little video right here that she did. Let me put this up on the screen for y'all so we can watch it together. How about that? Want to watch it together? We're going to watch it together. I forgot she had music on there and it's Diddy. Oh God, we gotta talk about Diddy. Oh Lord, ham and mercy. We gotta talk about Diddy. Okay, so this is realistic prop money and it shows that you can buy it and you can get 15% off when you bundle it. All right. It says real aged full print. There goes the money. Look at the money. Does the money look real? I'm just saying, we watching the video. I don't know if she shuts off the music. Okay, I can't really like play it.
Oh, cute. Too many buttons.
Blueface, man, I don't have a man to waste on waste. Up to how I feel, they say that I'm hate. New generation, real fake.
See what we got in here.
That's that much major most money?
I'm risking it all right now.
Come on, chat.
How much? How about this? Let's play a game.
Blueface flexes $500,000 loss.
Really good fake ones out there like these, for example. We make these.
These are really good fake $100 bills. We make these not to try to buy stuff. We make these for videos. Now, if you're in a situation where you're expecting real money, there's always a big lump in real money. So this is real money. This is fake money. Watch this. Get close. You see that? Now watch. There's 1, 2, 3 of these little double pieces of paper. Now there's more security features than that that are really hard, if not impossible to duplicate. But the easiest way, honestly, there's big lumps in here from the extra paper. Prop cash, you're not going to get those lumps. There's no way. If it has those lumps, it's counterfeit. Don't buy it. Like, that's the go to jail kind of money. This is just for. So if you ever find yourself.
So again, shout out to Always Be. Oh. So again, shout out to Always Be. And as you can see, there is prop money that can be bought that actually looks like real money. I don't like that. I don't like when my mic shows like that on the screen. So yeah, I don't know. What say you? Is it real? Is it fake? Is it prop money? Because I'm not going to say he's not getting money at all. I mean, he's getting paid from streaming. He's probably in partnership with Twitch. And from what I understand, you also have you're welcome, sweetheart. You also have Kick. Allegedly, he was hooked up with some type of $1 million deal with Kick or something like that. He is on tour. He was doing shows. So it's not like he doesn't have money that's coming in. And I'm quite sure that he's doing things off the books as far as his money goes, because he knows that any music that gets streamed right now, it's going into Jackie's pockets. So, I suggested that people put the phone on silent, vibrate, put it all the way down so you don't hear it, and just stream his music so that Jackie can get her money, because it's very obvious that with all the funds that he has coming in, that he's not doing anything to try to pay any of these lawsuits. And I feel like as a business manager, this is not a smart move, Whack. You're advising your client hella wrong, Whack. He should be paying his debts. Oh, that sounded really good. That sounds real good right there. I don't know if I like it like that, though. I don't like the mic close to my mouth. Pause. Anyway, but this is not good money management, Whack, at all. This is not good business dealings. This is not, like, you're leading him to destruction. And let me just say this to y'all. I've said this for years now. I remember saying this back in, I think, like 2000. I remember saying this in back like 2023, 24, that everybody that Whack gets in bed with that's a Crip, they always end up tangled up. And it's a fact. Everybody ends up tangled up. And I know some people may want to say, I know some people want to say that, the game. Well, he didn't get the game jammed up. He did get the game jammed up. Yes, they say he got the game jammed up and he's a blood. But did the game go to prison, though? Didn't he just jam up Aunt Hefe? Didn't he just set Aunt Hefe up to be in a particular place at a particular time while a particular incident was going down? And it just so happened that somebody was at that particular place at that particular time while that particular incident was going down, and Aunt Hefe just happened to be there and they were recording the situation. Didn't he do the same thing to Loose Cannon? Isn't he in the Main Street Crips paperwork, and he's in Big U's paperwork, and yet y'all keep messing with him? Listen, if you fly the blue flag, get the fuck away from Whack. Period. I always thought that was suspicious that a blood was managing a Crip anyway. But, you know, hey, I'm not a part of LA politics. I just spectate and ask questions. Let's see. Can't his creditors, the people suing him, band together and pull a Cardi B, take his associates, family members, and BMs to court for helping him hide money? Hmm. That's a very interesting question. I'm not really sure if they would be able to do that. Hold on, because there's something else that I wanted to address. There's something else that I wanted to address for y'all because it's a question that I keep getting when it comes down to these lawsuits that are coming up. So, one of the things that I keep getting asked is how is it that he's able to sell his home while he has a lien on it, right? So, he can sell his home, he can continue to live in the home even though he has liens against him, and it doesn't usually force someone to move out. Basically what a lien is it a legal claim against the property because money is owed. So with him with the HOA loan, it's unpaid homeowners association fees or dues that he needs to give to them, which they have on him and they can pursue it. With the judgment lien, that just means that someone won the lawsuit and recorded the judgment against the property. All right. So if the house is they get into like values of the home and all of that. Now, a lien can force a sale sometimes. All right. So an HOA or a judgment creditor may have the right to foreclose their lien depending on state laws. Okay. The amount owed and how long it's been unpaid. However, many lien holders simply wait until the property is sold or refinance to collect. So basically, the people are saying, well, why hasn't the nightclub done anything? Well, the nightclub can wait. I mean, it's been a while since they won their it's been a while since they won their judgment. So they could be waiting for a specific amount of time, giving him some time because he did just come home from prison. So they could be giving him some time to try to work something out to make a payment. Or they could be doing what is usually what happens. They're waiting for the property to be sold or for it to get refinanced in order for them to get their money. But he can live in that house, and while he's in that house, he still has to upkeep his mortgage. And if he puts the house up for sale, it has to go into escrow. Okay. And then that's when the lien will be taken off after whatever other liens he has on the house. Like if he took out a loan to purchase the home, he would then have to pay that back first. They get their money off top, and whatever's left over after that, he would then distribute to the nightclub, which means that he would not be getting any of that money from the home being sold at all. As far as him filing bankruptcy, him filing bankruptcy would only like hinder it. So what'll happen is it'll make them stop collecting. Like if they have like collections or creditors that coming after them, then they it would stop collection of the debt. It would stop the interest that's coming on the debt and all, but he would not get rid of it. The debt isn't discharged like normal debts. It's not going to be discharged. All right. And that doesn't matter if he files a chapter 7, like a liquidation, or chapter 13, which is a repayment, he's still not going to be able to get rid of this debt. So advising him to do bankruptcy, it ain't going to help him, because if the lawsuits, right, if they believe that the judgment, which it did, this judgment arose from misconduct. It's not like this judgment is, I borrowed money from you, you borrowed money from me, and so now you're paying me back the money that you owe me. This was misconduct. So they can absolutely fight this. So if he files bankruptcy, it'll stop the interest collecting on the debt, yes, but it's not going to make it go away. And then that's when the gentleman's nightclub can do what Cardi B did to Tasha K, which is step in and say, no, we're not, this is not being discharged. His poor conduct cost me. Now, I know there's another question that people have been asking me, which is, was the nightclub owned by the mob? Listen, I know that we've all watched the movie Casino. And I know we know that the mob owned the Tangiers. I do not know if the mob was involved. Yes, I'm telling what y'all are asking me in my inbox because what? I know I'm from New York. I know La Cosa Nostra was in New York. Okay, we had the 5 families, forget about it. But I don't know if the mob owned the nightclub. And I think if they did, he might have some broken legs by now or something, Just saying, allegedly, based off of movies, like we don't know what happens in real life. But I don't know. But I get why people are asking that question, but I don't know. And even if I did know, I would never say. So you would never get an answer from me. So you don't even know if I'm telling you the truth right now. Okay. Look. Thank you. Cool ass Jazz said, oh, you said coolest Jazz. I still know you as cool ass Jazz. I like that name. But she said, nor do we need to know. Leave the mob people alone. Stop asking me about the mob. Because I don't know. I don't want to know. He'll be swimming with the fish, right? Anyway, that's going to do it for this Blueface update. Y'all, listen, I'm going to start doing some videos. So y'all make sure y'all run my videos up too. Because y'all love the lives, but please love the videos because sometimes I don't feel like going live. But for the record and in conclusion, Blueface's total amount of debt, including this lien, this is including the lien from the homeowners association. Okay. So it is $19,000. Someone put this down in the chat. You ready? $19,259. I'm sorry, not 19,000. Shut up, Henny. 19 million. $19,259,814.07. Don't forget the 7 cents. You got to put the 7 cents on there. Did somebody do that? Hold on. What Mike say? What did Mike say? Who is Mike? Who are you talking to? Did you get rid of him? I want to know what Mike said. What did Mike say? I don't even see Mike. Y'all must have sniped him out of here. There you go. Mike, it doesn't matter what you think. The information had been filed with court. There is proof. Who is Mike? Y'all, I want to talk to Mike. Oh, right here. I don't think it's alien on his a lien on his crib. There's the okay. So for Mike, just for you, Mike, because every now and again we get them people. There's no proof. Boy, you want proof? I'll show you proof. Don't play with me. I don't know if you know who I am, and I don't give a damn if you're trolling, but allow me to reintroduce myself because this ain't that, and I'm not that chick. I'm that girl Henny. So for Mike, let's do a review because Mike is tardy to the party. Okay. Do you see this? This is a writ of execution. You see that? Now, this is the writ of execution that was put on his home. This is a lien on his home. You see that? That was the original judgment. You see this right here? That's the interest that it had accrued. This is the interest it accrues daily. You don't believe that there's a what on his what? This is the property. This is the lien, Mike. That's the lien. Do you not believe that there is also a lien, another lien on his home from the homeowners association? Because here it is. This is the lien on his home. So what are you talking about, Mike? Michael? Hello? Are you still there? Press 1 to leave a message. Press 2 to terminate the call. Thank you for using Global Tellink. He said alien. He did say alien. There's not an alien on his home, but there is a lien. There's 2 of them now. Okay, what'd you say? Lady EXO said, I hope they sue the draws off that blue god don't like ugly. Blue going to reap what he sow, and we all know he's not sowing good seed at all. These folks going to take everything Blue got, more than likely. Is this why he bought a new home in Arizona, Henny? We have not seen any home in Arizona in Blueface's name. Trust me, we're looking. We're looking. I mean, his dad did say that they were moving to a new house in a couple of weeks, a couple of months ago. I don't know. But even if Blueface sells that home, if I were the nightclub, I'd put a lien on that bitch too. You're going to run me my money one way or another. Okay. We going to see. This sale may have fallen through. We don't know. What she say? Press 4 to put your mouth all the way over it, Mike. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, let me get this off the screen. You is cutting it. Okay. Is the new home in the room with us? I don't know if the new home is in the room with us, but you know, it doesn't even matter. Anyway, all right, y'all. That's gonna do it for this video. I'm done. I may be back later to talk about Diddy, but I don't know. I'm going to go and I'm going to go eat my lunch and figure out what's the next video for y'all. I am going to be bringing Spiked Coffee back over here, and I'm going to be doing the late night pour up over on Twitch. So please make sure that you are following Twitch. It's official That Girl Henny, just like this channel over there. And be sure you're following me on Instagram, That Girl Henny Reviews, and official That Girl Henny, where you get all the clips from any lives that I do. In the meantime and in between time, guys, make sure that you vibe high so the bullshit don't stick. I'm going to go be lonely, brokenhearted because my feelings got hurt earlier today. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace, everybody. Be sure that you guys